Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a look at another Poképla, a vintage Poképla Pokemon plastic model kit, and it is of course of Venusaur, the Kanto grass starter from the first Pokemon video games. Really didn't need an introduction, one of the most iconic Pokemon of all time, but hey, still thought I'd give him the props. And just like the Blastoise video, an Auldey Tomy product, and it looks like the function here is that pressing down on Venusaur's sprout will shoot out some leaves. Let's see if that works. Getting to the side of the packaging, there's another picture of the model kit there, and over on the back, the same image of Venusaur both times. It looks like in Japanese his name is Fushigibana, so there you go. And you're probably tired of looking at it, but there's one more image of him. And the top of the box has Satoshi and Pikachu, and what's his name again? Fushigibana. Alright, and taking a look at the instructions, and my god, they use that same image, and it's nearly impossible to see Venusaur's face. It's honestly pretty scary, but cool nonetheless. So you got the old Pocket Monsters logo up there. Just like the Blastoise figure, you open it up, you see a nice hand-drawn render of the model kit. Open it up one more time and you get the instructions themselves. Now, after having built this kit, I will say this was not easy. Not as easy as the Blastoise figure by any means, because the feature is a little bit more in-depth. So, and flipping it over, here is a iconic Gen 1 art depiction of Venusaur, and just some details on the back. Alright, and here we go. Here is the Venusaur Poképla product with no paint apps or anything like that. Excuse my cat, apologies for that. Well, we're going to keep going. Okay. The colors on this are absolutely wonderful and vibrant, and taking a look at Venusaur from the front, and that is just Venusaur in the flesh and blood. Love the little paint apps on the eyes and the ears, and the color of this frog boy is just great. And the proportions on it are cute and round, just what I wanted to see. And then getting up to the flower, this is where I feel like I've maybe messed up, although I followed the instructions and took it apart and put it back together twice. There are little springs in here, and these flowers shoot out real far, real fast, and I've actually already lost one, so I know the feature works, but let's see if I can show you here. Okay, not looking good. I believe the mechanism is that this little hook right there will push upon this thing, and that is what will shoot the plant. As you can tell, pretty deadly, honestly. And so what's happened with these two is that one of them shot out its spring completely, so I have that in a bag ready to put back in there, and the other one shot out across my apartment and it just vanished into the icy cool depths. So rather unfortunate there. So having some difficulties there, not the most fun thing in the world. Alright. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm obviously having some difficulties here. Now, is this the end of the world for me? Not at all. I'm really not going to use this feature, but kind of disappointing, honestly. Like I'm pretty sure I didn't build it wrong, which leads me to believe that it's just the function of the toy to not be as solid as I feel like it could be. I will say that the build process wasn't as fun as Blastoise, and that's not just because I like him more. So let us move Venusaur off to the side here. Let's get Big Man Blastoise in here, and I gotta say, this one is still just my absolute favorite. It helps that the seam line down the center of the face isn't as noticeable. I mean, you got this big gash on his nose. Looks like he's got a septum ring, but this line down the middle of Venusaur is pretty unforgivable. Very much doesn't have as cool of a shelf presence there. And as for their gimmicks, I think Blastoise's cannons, although in the video didn't work very well, just make a lot more sense with a spring and a hook and being able to just push it forward. It's reliable, it's easy to build. All in all, I would say that Blastoise still takes the cake, but you wouldn't be the Kanto starters if not for Venusaur. So I'm sure you know where this is going next. In our next Pokepla video, we'll be taking a look at Charizard from the same line. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, let me know. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.